Ah, dude, I see. I got you on the yerba mate, the cleans.
Yeah.
You've been slugging those down? The yerbas?
No, this is my first time ever having this.
How does it make you feel? Your knees shaking. That's not the best sign. Or it's a good sign. Did you need to wake up? Did you need a burst of energy?
Yeah, I needed something,
I mean, I may have. Be honest with me? Did I mess up the energy?
The energy of what?
Just of the whole operation here today.
Oh, with the chest
It was
situation?
a switch up. We had a switch up. We had a curveball. I don't know what kind of. Were you ready to be focused?
No, I'm happy we switched it up. I wasn't ready for chess.
Okay.
I ideally I'd like to spend some time reading first through some chess for dummies, watching some instruction videos before we get into our
Yeah, I
little
mean,
bet.
don't. I mean, yeah, you can look up all the tricks and moves you want. It's fine. You can binge watch Queen's Gambit now, dude. See, for some reason, like when I got out of the military, I grew an obsession for strategy. I was like, got a hard on for strategy, dude. I was like all those games and shit. So like, I got into chess.
You think it's connected to the military?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah,
Were you
probably.
strategizing?
I was a pawn.
Were you moving pieces?
No, I was a pawn.
Oh, okay.
I was a pawn.
So
But,
you got out and you're like, it's my turn
Mhm.
to be in charge. Somebody's been moving me around. Now I want to move around, you little fuckers.
Exactly. But, dude, and then I moved to, like, Flagstaff. Like, I brought chess with me, and everyone got into it. So, like, my buddy Buddha made, like, a board out of skateboards only. Like, I don't know. I think he's fused down skateboards. He does woodwork, like, for his career. Bud Works on Instagram. Check it out. And that's why we're not playing, because I didn't bring the board.
Yeah.
But, dude, I got all the homies involved. We were having, like, legitimate tournaments with
Were
the
you
board.
getting good?
We were all getting pretty good. Like, the skill level.
What's your handicap?
My handicap is 2 rooks, a bishop, and 7 pawns is what I'll give you off the
That's
bat.
pretty good.
But no, I love it, dude. And honestly, like I started playing chess and then watched Queen's Game. Did you watch? No, there's no way.
No.
Not a chance in hell.
Actually, because that came out during COVID, right? My whole family watched Queen's Gambit.
I
and I was
mean,
the
yeah.
only one who didn't watch it.
It's fantastic. It might be a little too intellectual
Yeah.
because that's what I'm getting, but that is for sure what made me stray away from it. Like I was like, I'm not gonna understand. Like which fucking chess? Like what do we? I don't care.
Hard to make chess exciting.
They don't tackle in that sport.
Yeah. Although the Harry Potter chess, that made it exciting when the pieces
Not you, not me, Harry. I don't even know what that's in context to. I just remember seeing it, and then now everyone's doing it. But
Yeah. But do we so we're going to play chess against each other. Do we have a bet on the line? Is there anything Is this going to be a bet? Is this a friendly scrimmage? Is there something we can put? We should put something on the line, I feel like, so there's stakes.
I'm all right with that.
It's hard for me to get aroused for just a friendly little chess game.
What do we do? Do we toss it to the people? Do we put a vote out? Because I don't know. I think I like physical challenges. Like maybe you have to swim a mile in the river.
Swim a mile in the river?
Yeah. There's got to be something. Yeah. You don't like a little risk?
A little bit of torture.
Yeah, a little bit of torture. Maybe jump off a bridge into a survivable height.
Into the water. Yeah, that'd be a bummer, I guess. Fully clothed. That'd suck.
Fully clothed, run through the dog park naked with peanut butter on your nuts. These are options. I mean, we can think about it.
Yeah, we can put some thought to it.
Let me
Yeah,
ask you-
I like public humiliation.
Oh, see, I can't stand that.
Well, no, I don't like it, but I like. I would enjoy watching you like.
See, I want to put you through physical torture. I want to see not like Saw style. Like I don't want to stretch your limbs out, but I would love for you to like just.
You want to see me break a sweat?
I want to see you cramp and like I want you to show weakness.
Yeah.
I want you to want to quit. Like I want it to be a hard thing.
Yeah, what would be a hard thing for me to do? Have you ever been to any of these like workout classes? Barry's boot camp?
that'd be
Soul
a fun
cycle.
one. Maybe we put you through a soul cycle and you have to eat an edible. That would be funny. That'd be funny both ways.
Yeah.
That'd be
Or
funny.
you got to eat like a full like chocolate cake before the
Soul cycle,
Before
hot
soul
yoga.
cycle.
How about hot yoga? Indian food, hot yoga.
Indian food with a laxative in there.
It's not original though. I think I've seen that on the internet.
Really?
People eat Indian food and then go to hot yoga. So we'll discuss the options.
Did you ever hear about the milk mile in high school? For the track team, this was a big thing.
Yeah, I know the milk.
Yeah.
mile. That's
You
just
drink a glass of milk.
a glass
each
or
lap.
a gallon. Oh, a glass.
I think
each
it adds
lap.
up to a gallon. But
Yeah.
you drink one glass every lap around the track, and you do 4 laps.
And what does this prove? Like you can make the team?
No, it's just something to do for shits and giggles, I guess.
Just to basically to torture children, which I'm for.
Yeah. But it doesn't sound that intense or anything. But every single person at some point just starts spewing milk out of their nose and mouth. I had pictures of it back in the day. You just see people running around. Only a few guys would do it.
Yeah, I don't think I ever witnessed it.
A milk mile may be a good.
We could do a milk mile.
That would be tough.
We can do.
Dude, actually, let's do that because it'll make for a great photo op.
The loser chest has to do a milk mile.
Yeah, on the track. So we can do it over at Austin High.
Here's the thing. I'm not confident in you. I have no idea what your chess can. Let me ask you this. You've said you're Native American. Do they practice chess within that culture?
I think we invented it, right?
When you say we, hold on now. What is the percentage of your Native Americanness?
I think according to 23andMe, it's 19%.
Okay, 19.
That's pretty good.
No, doesn't that just mean that like one of your ancestors was a settler who like unfortunately raped a poor Native American woman and then most likely fled with her child?
Probably.
19. See, and in these respirations, what is it when we're giving them? They will give them money.
Reparations.
These reparations, man, you better be 75%. Because if we're giving money to people like you, that is nothing short of criminal. Are you getting money from the government?
No.
Good.
I don't get shit, dude. I didn't get in college for
it.
See, here's the thing about Native American.
Well, no, hold on. Just watch when you say you're Native American, because I got pals in the Navajo. I got connections. Send one carrier hawk to the chief, and you're done, pal.
I think it's rare to have a big percentage of Native American. Like, even if you just got a little bit.
No, it's not. Ever go to a reservation? They're there. All of them. Hundos.
Yeah. Even them, they probably, a lot of them got some fuckery at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Perhaps. I mean, there was a lot of fuckery involved.
I think it's rare to be 100% of anything. Nobody's like, shit gets so mixed up as you go back in time.
Not if you're in the FLDS, dude. That's a clear lineage.
Oh, yeah. That's just one guy.
That's a clear lineage. Also,
kind of cool.
In Mongolia? What's the General So? What's the guy's name?
Yeah, P.F. Chang.
No. Come on, no. The guy that Kim Jong. No,
his name is
Mongol.
His name is King
Machu Picchu.
Gizzard.
You know who I'm talking about? The guy who spread his seed throughout.
Yeah, his name is
oh man. Oh man.
What's his name?
Oh man.
The something Empire.
This is tough.
How do we not know this guy?
This is tough. I'm embarrassed.
It's funny because anytime we can't think of something, like it makes me think of like our viral famous clip now that like we're trying to like not come up with shit.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
I honestly, if you would have asked me at any other time, I mean, Joe Rogan talks about him all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to revert to. John Wayne played him in that movie.
We might have to move on.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, it's a Chinese guy, right?
Mongolian.
His name.
I'm just gonna look it up because I can't. This sucks. You have about 8 seconds.
What would it start with? Chang Li. Who was the Marvel guy? God, this is coming off racist.
Dude.
Genghis Khan.
It's Genghis fucking Khan.
There we go.
I almost said King Kong at one point.
Genghis Khan, Wrath of Khan. Star Trek. Wait, what were we just talking about?
We were just talking about how that guy, I mean, that's like...
my native, yeah.
He is related to like a crazy percentage of human beings.
I might have a little bit.
You might. I mean, I'm not... It's very uncertain as to what you are.
It's interesting, like, to get to where you are in life, like your lineage, like all of our ancestors had to do some fucked up shit at some point to survive this long, you know? Like, you kind of got to be ruthless. Not so much nowadays, but at some point.
Oh, no,
when an ice age was going,
dude.
You had to steal something, you had to screw somebody over.
Sure, dude. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, like the Vikings, that was a harsh time.
Yeah, we all got some of these guys in us.
I don't know. I'm like Irish and Polish and Slovakian. I don't really know what those boys are
street
into.
cred.
As far as I know, no genocides, nothing crazy.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do have no street cred as far as the nationality goes. But
the Irish did some business, right? I feel like
hold on,
there's some sort of Celtic.
We went through a famine, dude. My people went through a famine. You don't know what you're talking about.
But for sure, when that's going on, people are stealing potatoes.
That's the point of a famine. There's no potatoes to be stolen.
But somebody survived somehow.
But not off potatoes.
Eating each other, so maybe getting into cannibalism. There's some.
Now here's a transition, dude. I just watched Dahmer.
Yeah.
Now,
dude, I just realized this is not a documentary. You guys are watching people reenact Jeffrey Dahmer, which is even weirder.
Dude, I hated it, but loved it all at the same time. It made me so uncomfortable, bro. He is an absolute savage. This guy Dahmer.
But do you think they embellished a little bit? Did they make him a little worse than he actually was?
I don't think so, man.
What's his side?
There's like real accounts. Like there's people that were involved in this case that are still alive. Like the fucked up part is the oppression from the police officers, dude. Like they did not give a fuck about the black communities. Like at first you think they're just so stupid, but really it's like they just don't care. He was doing it. He lived in like the projects in like a primary like black community, and like his neighbor could hear this shit going on and like knew something suspicious with this guy. Kept calling it in. Cops never came. They're like, we'll send someone. They didn't. One time he had a 14-year-old victim, a little boy. This dude runs away. He's like sedated. Finds the police. His neighbor's there. She's like, this is a boy. Like he doesn't have like yada yada. We gotta take this guy away. Dahmer comes out and convinces the cops that this is his boyfriend. So the cops just like tell the lady to shut up, lets him bring his boyfriend back, and then inevitably.
And this is in the 70s, 80s?
Dude, so like he did it over a span of like 12 years or something. Like I think he finally got locked up in 91, but like started his spree in like the late 70s, mid 70s.
So shouldn't there have been some anti-gay things going on? Where the cops were like, hey, you can't have a boyfriend.
Dude, well like that's like I don't know. Yeah, I mean that was
where was it?
They
LA?
were very uncomfortable about it, but like no, it was in Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Milwaukee.
Shouldn't that have been a no-no up in Wisconsin?
I guess so, but it was more they were more racist than they were anti-gay.
So you think they knew it was going on? They just didn't care?
They didn't know what was going on until they discovered it.
They just didn't look
neglected.
into it.
Yeah, they neglected to send their resources to this area.
And how many episodes are we talking?
I think it's 10, dude. It's too much. The guy that plays it, here's the thing. The guy that plays Jeffrey Dahmer, I don't know his name, but like he's like a renowned sex symbol. So like it's tough because he makes Dahmer look hot. You know, he makes him look desirable. So it's like it sexifies him. Yeah. But of course he's gay. Like at the end it shows. You're not gonna watch this. I don't care what the hell I spoil.
Chance.
I don't care what I spoil for you. But he they lock him up. And
do we get a happy ending?
Well, I mean, he gets murdered, but like, and it's all true. I mean, this all happened, so I'm not really giving anything away. But like, he becomes like, it sucks because he rejoices. Like, he gets all this fan mail.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. They shouldn't be giving prisoners that stuff like that. Like a guy like that, they should not be giving anything to like reassure his actions. But then he like got baptized and found God and like was convinced he was going to heaven when he died, and then he got murdered by some schizophrenic guy.
Did he get out of jail?
He got murdered by some schizophrenic guy in jail.
Oh, in jail. Sweet. So it's kind of like, don't you watch 10 episodes of that and just think like, well, that was kind of a waste?
It's negative.
I mean, like, who are we rooting for? Is it
this
just
is why, Niko, this is why we need to push out the, and we've only loosely talked about this, but we need to push out the gay lumberjack sitcom. It's really what the world needs right now, man. It's the picture that we need to paint, bro. We have two eager, questionably straight actors ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, think about them
stealing roles. I don't think we can play gay dudes anymore.
But dude, think about it's not for the gay dude. It's for the manly men that like don't know they can be gay. Like think about all the guys. Think about just a manly dude out there who just dreams about waking up next to a soft Asian lover, but just can't lay down the axe and download Grindr. You know, just hasn't. He's too prideful. And I'm not one of those people, but I feel for those people.
Yeah. Seems a little Brokeback Mountain-y. Wasn't that the concept there? I didn't watch that one either.
I didn't watch that one either, dude. The thing is, I respect both actors involved. I just don't think I'm the clientele. I think it's a little erotica, that one. I think it's more homoerotic.
No, I think you are the clientele. I think that was a movie that that introduced people to homosexuality, where they're like, oh, okay, I can get it. Like cowboys can be gay too. It was for you types of people.
Oh, us bigots.
Yeah.
Yeah, us hard-headed.
Because I think it went pretty mainstream. It wasn't like a niche thing.
Being gay. I thought Freddie Mercury did a pretty good job. No.
Was he openly gay?
Yeah, he had AIDS. Oh, that's a good one, dude. That's a good one.
Yeah, he looked pretty rough towards the end.
Is
that what AIDS does to you?
That's what the disease does. That or just his old ball and chain husband was just a real drag. Maybe he just brought him down. I don't know.
Yeah, and Magic Johnson's the only guy who got fatter with AIDS. Like everybody else kind of goes like dying.
Yeah, that's a good point, dude.
He plumped up.
That's a good point. Eazy-E didn't even. He had but 48 hours, my man. It went down. Something like that. Eazy-E went down quick.
Damn. And that was AIDS?
How
did he get it? Don't ask, don't tell?
I think just slinging around the D too much, dude. It's a straight man's disease too, Niko.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, dude, what's surprising is I was checking the demographics. I was looking at the analytics. We have a larger female
really?
audience. Yeah, it's like 64 to whatever would make up 100 for the men.
What should we do about that? Do we like that, or
do we lean into it?
I mean, we're both taking men.
Yeah, we're both taking men. That's not, but
conflict of interest.
But they like that, dude. That's not
keeps
good.
Keeps them on their toes.
That keeps them. No. I'm saying these other women like that, dude. That's the thing.
Oh, they're home wreckers, you think?
I think so. I don't know what's going on. I just didn't think we were speaking to a female listening ship.
No, but dude, that's the truest thing with everybody is like what you listen to by yourself. Only you know.
Yeah, I thought we were talking to the fellas.
Yeah,
we're talking to the fellas in here, but turns out we're not. So,
no, dude. I mean, who's looking at us? If you're a guy, you're not tuning into us for.
If I got into Hollywood,
anything.
How quick before I become a sex symbol?
I think sex symbols are over, dude.
No way.
I don't think you got it.
Who do you think's the current? What about Jack Harlow, dude?
Is he a sex symbol?
He's got to be.
Really?
I think so. Who do you think is?
Harry Styles.
Lil Bow Wow. I mean, Lil Nas X.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you got to get a little more metro, a little more in tune with your feminine side.
They like the TikTok boys. They love the TikTok boys, the dig wigglers, as Dave Portnoy calls them.
Yeah, the new form of a sex symbol is like you got to, I don't know, you got to pull those shorts up a little higher. You got to maybe start wearing like mid-drift cut off, show your belly button a little bit.
A crop top.
Yeah, a crop top.
You think I should start going crop top?
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked. I'm not styled. Like, dude,
I think you got to shave the beard too.
I got a pair of Uggs in the mail on their way.
Oh boy.
On their way.
Do you really?
I went for it. Yeah, dude. We went for it.
Winter is coming, dude.
Winter is coming fast, dude. The north is charging down. And the geese are gonna start flocking.
Yeah.
Like a 5-degree temperature drop.
Right.
Rocks my world. You've seen it.
Yeah.
So I really.
Well, earlier this summer you were saying you were a summer boy, but
I'm a summer boy.
Yeah.
I'm preparing for the worst. Fall is nice. I like fall.
Yeah.
But fall goes away quick. I just got over the fall allergies, so I'm in the groove. We went to the patch yesterday.
You get yourself a nice pumpkin?
We got no pumpkins.
You want to apologize to me? Or
for what? Did you think it was an act of romance when I invited you to the patch?
Yeah, I mean, I just drove out all the way out there, stood up at the pumpkin patch.
I mean, here's the thing. You brought a puppy. There was a sign that says no dogs. You asked me if dogs were allowed. My response was, I'm sure. You took that as gospel.
I took that as sure, 100% sure.
You took that as 100% sure. I don't know who's to blame here. I feel bad. I did feel bad. I'm also like kind of grateful that you guys didn't get in because of how whack it was and how quickly I wanted to leave. I was like, thank God I didn't have to put Niko through this.
Yeah. Saved myself $20. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, 20 bones. Their pumpkin selection wasn't that nice, dude. We decided to hold off and go to a different patch closer to the season.
And you had to buy a pumpkin on top of the front charge up front?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. We walked in and what I did get and what made the entire trip worth it was a huge bag of kettle corn straight from the kettle.
Hot?
Hot mama, dude.
That's nice.
And and I've dented it significantly, but there's still like my mouth's watering right now because I forgot about it until this moment. It's sitting on the counter. And I'm excited to return to that.
Dude, popcorn's one of those foods you can just fucking go. I went to Trader Joe's yesterday, bought a big bag of popcorn. I'm gonna have a couple bites. I domed the whole thing.
Yeah.
On my couch yesterday.
Orville Redenbacher, dude, he's probably next to get canceled. I'm sure he's got a racist past. But let me ask you something. Now, hot take, I think kettle corn is best. And it took me to be an adult to understand that, but kettle corn is where it's at.
Oh, yeah.
So, is this more common than I thought? Because someone brought this to my attention, and I called them crazy, and then I invested in a little kettle corn.
Well, you got two options. You got sweet or salty kettle corn or the buttered salted for the movie popcorn.
Yeah, but dude, sometimes kettle corn's got that nice little Himalayan pink in there, that nice little salt spread within it, and it's sweet. Right. You got that sweet and salty contraction. It's poetic.
Right.
Whereas when you're just eating buttery and salty, dude, it's just clogging those. Like it slows you down, right. And I think the sweeter the treat, the more creative you can get.
You can get more creative. You can maybe go to Popcornopolis, get a little zebra kettle corn. You ever had that business?
Dude, the zebra popcorn is borderline offensive to me.
Really?
We're getting a little too much.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like I don't like now. I'm for sure gonna need a napkin. It's gonna get all melty and everything's gonna get out of hand.
Oh yeah, that is a problem.
You know.
But it's like buttered popcorn from the movies. Like, there's like a very low ceiling. Like how good you can't be blown away by it. But kettle corn, you can be like, whoa, this is fucking.
You
good.
And I are a little all over the map on this one, Nick. I gotta say, I disagree. I think a good movie theater popcorn can blow your dick off.
I think they all taste the same.
I beg to differ, dude. Go to the drive-in. Dude. There's a drive-in movie theater that I went to recently, and that popcorn machine. I mean, they do the proper maintenance. Let me tell you, they do the maintenance. They clean out because these slobs down at AMC, dude. They're not taking the time. They're not scrubbing the crevices inside that pot.
Dude, the popcorn machine's got to be fucking nasty, dude.
Oh, dude,
whatever oil, grease they got to clean out of there.
Ugh, disgusting. But kettle corn, I think, is superior. Now, how do you think about when Christmas time comes around? The little tins, they have them divided into sectors. Do you know what I'm talking about?
A tin of popcorn?
Yeah, it's got like the buttery, the kettle, and then you got your little cheese. Now, how do you feel about cheese popcorn?
I like white cheddar. Well, I'll go the cheddar
Sharp?
too. Yeah, I like some cheese
You'll go
corn
Wisconsin
too.
Sharp.
I completely forgot about cheese. That's what I had yesterday, the whole bag. I domed the bag of cheddar popcorn.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Cheddar popcorn is fantastic. That's another issue with the fingers.
A little smart food.
Because there's no quicker way to feel like a slob than to have like dust on your fingers from like Cheetos or like.
You know what I do? I pour it into a bowl or a cup, and then I just eat it like a dog, and just because they stick to your tongue, so you can just.
That's fair, and you do have the neck mobility for that. You're kind of built like a crane, as we've discussed in the past.
I mean, you don't want to be caught seen eating like that. You don't want to be caught eating out of.
No,
it's a hard look.
It's pretty humiliating.
Yeah.
Because I imagine you have a collar on when you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's a tough look.
Yeah, but thank God I didn't go to the pumpkin patch yesterday. That would have been awkward. What would we have done?
No, I'm honestly like
a double date.
That was one of those things where like I shot it out there as like, we don't hang out enough. This would be cool. And then he said yes. And I'm like, why? Like, dude, like invite him to go disc golf or something. Why the fucking patch? And now we're here. There's what I kind of picture in our heads. Oh, maybe we can just like fuck around in a corn maze. Like that'd be cool. And then. We don't have, dude. It's like we don't have kids. You had a pup. The whole thing felt weird.
As soon as I rolled up and I saw little kids in costumes and stuff walking in, I was like, ooh.
I'm pretty stoked you didn't get in.
I'm creepy old guy.
In hindsight. I'm pretty
Thank
stoked.
God we have girlfriends,
We stayed for 7 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it was like.
Did you get a picture for the grandma Snapchat or something?
She took her pictures. She.
You in there?
Huh?
Were you in there?
Maybe. I don't know. They were all candid.
Candid? How did you get it candid?
It's when you don't pose.
Right, but who took the photo?
No, us too. No, we didn't take any.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Yeah, I have to say you weren't really dressed up as much as your girlfriend was. Like she was ready for the pumpkin patch, and you kind of just rolled in. I feel like you could have shown a little bit of more festivity.
I was wearing a forest green shirt, dude. That is a autumn color, and you know it.
I would have liked to seen pants, maybe a button-up shirt.
It was 90 fucking degrees, dude. What are we doing? This isn't Vermont.
It was. That was my other thought. Is maybe pumpkin patch is a little closer to evening. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it closed at 7. Yeah, because I want the scary adult pumpkin patch with a bar and like a dance floor, and there's like people are getting finger blasted in the maze. You don't want that? Consensual finger blast. You have to say that for everything these days.
No, I guess I don't want that because usually when you think about finger blasting, it's like a thing that happens in high school, and I don't want to think about that. But then if you think about adults doing it, that's even weirder.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's something we can just do away with out in public. But it's something that happens. I guess you need to acknowledge that that's just what goes on. But do you get into any of the horror nights, Not Scary Farm, Six Flags Fright Fest?
Dude, like as like a young kid, or as like a late teenager, young adult, I was super into that stuff. But now it's like
it was kind of a treat growing up next to Six Flags Magic Mountain, right? You go over to the
it was super fun when you would go. Yeah, I would go sometimes. It's nice. The Universal Studios Hollywood is one of the craziest ones. Like, 'cause that's where they make all the movies.
Oh, they can like punch you and shit, right?
That's false.
No?
It's true. No, they don't. They cannot do that.
I thought they could like give you wedgies or like kidnap you and shit.
No, dude.
No, it's not that hardcore.
No, dude. No, post 9/11, you can't be sneaking up on people doing wedgies. Maybe back in the day.
But that's the other thing. You might catch somebody on their last day where they're just like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Yeah, or you might
and
catch
then just fucking choke you
out.
You
might catch the Jeffrey Dahmer who applies for that
Honestly,
position
dude.
to put himself in the perfect.
Right.
Because there was one point. Fuck me, dude.
How has that not happened?
True crimes are ruining the way I look at life, dude. If you look at Universal Studios, in that specific part, like they drop, like the tram.
Yes.
So during Halloween, the tram will drop you off in the back lot, and then you walk through like
Halloween Town.
Yeah, but it's pretty much like The Walking Dead, because that's
really?
like their big thing is Universal. Like that'd be a good time for a zombie to snatch you, dude. I'm out on that stuff.
Yeah, I've never been to that one.
It's real spooky.
Too much for me, dude.
It's real spooky, and it's like I
don't like the smells of Halloween costumes. Like you go into Spirit.
I
Halloween,
don't either, bro. The
it's
masks.
like
I don't like that
it
smell.
creeps me
Okay,
out.
I thought it was like I don't like putting on a mask because of the smell.
No.
I don't like it. It's creepy to me.
But then you don't want to paint your face either, because that feels fucking weird.
No, I want to do like, dude. I've always I'd be down to be like Willy Wonka, just wear the nice suit and maybe a wig, or like the Blues Brothers. I've always tried to get. You and I would be a great Blues Brothers, dude. Jake and Elwood, we would be fantastic. But I don't want. But we're not going to do.
Do you think I've seen the Blues Brothers?
You haven't? Dude, you're like, honestly, I don't know how much longer this is going to work between you and I. It just doesn't make sense anymore. But no, I think.
Do you know they're still touring as the Blues Brothers with John Belushi's brother as the other Blues Brother?
It kind of feels like you're riding your brother's coattails. It's like your best friend dying and you take his scholarship to go play football.
I mean, yeah, it feels like Avatar when the one guy died and then Jake Sully got his spot or whatever because he was twin brothers.
Yeah. Now,
but they still do that. They're on tour right now. You can go see the Blues Brothers. You can see a fat Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi's brother, who kind of looks like John
Dan
Belushi.
Aykroyd's a bit off his rocker, huh?
Oh, that guy's a nut, dude.
Now,
he believes in aliens and stuff.
Are you into? Just to go back to this real quick, are you into the Halloween movies? You like a top 3 or anything?
Yeah, I like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Classic.
That's a good one. Beetlejuice.
Classic.
What else can I throw in there? I mean, growing up at like Halloween Town.
Okay.
The girl from Halloween Town lived right down the street from me.
Now, we just watched Hocus Pocus 2 last night.
I can't get into that.
I fell asleep during. Hocus Pocus is a good one.
Never seen it.
It's really good.
But
now that you haven't seen it as a kid, you're probably not going to like it.
Suck.
To me, I tap in for nostalgia. It is
Right.
still a good watch, but I tap in for nostalgia. You missed that train, and honestly, to your loss.
I don't want to come off sexist, but I don't like witches.
You're
I was
coming
just
off,
thinking about this the other day.
You're pissing me off.
Really?
Because it sounds sexist.
But I don't want to watch a movie where the
kidding.
main character's got the big nose and the moles and is creepy and like wearing the hat. And
just because you're
It's
saying
gross.
you're saying mean things about Jessica Sarah Parker right now, or Jessica Parker or whatever. But stop it.
Yeah, she was typecasted as a witch, right?
Yeah, it's kind
because she does look like a witch.
of mean.
But she's kind of hot.
I think she's hot.
But but like,
is it Sarah Jessica Parker or Jessica Sarah Parker? Parker Jessica Sarah.
Peter Parker?
Something.
Sarah Jessica Parker. I hate that too, dude. Anybody throwing 3 names out? Dude, who's doing that?
It's boring is what it is.
It's just weird. It's like you want people to be saying your name for a longer amount of time. Pick one.
Yeah, man.
And what is it? Is it Jessica hyphen Parker?
I'm not even invested enough to know, but I will tell you that the film Monster House has always spoke to me. I like that one a lot.
Monster House. I remember seeing that one.
Horrible
in
animation.
Yeah.
But like a good solid storyline. I like it's got a good Halloween feel to it. They got the vibes right, and you got like your classic little Nick Cannon cameo, Kevin James cameo. Some other classics that I'm missing for sure, but
right,
it's a good one.
I got to go back and watch that one. What else is Halloween movie?
Phantom at the Megaplex, dude.
Oh, Disney Channel?
It's DCOM.
DCOM.
Disney Channel original movie.
Oh, really? Yeah, I remember that one. I got to go back and watch that. That used to scare the dick out of me.
Dude, that one is a tough watch. Mickey Rooney. Shouts to Mick Rooney. He's in that one.
It's a tough watch, like it didn't age well?
No, it ages fine. If I was a kid, it was scary.
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus. I
Right.
implore you to check it out.
Vampire stuff. What was the...
Twilight?
Does that count as Halloween? I feel like we can't throw Halloween in there.
No.
But there was one... Do you remember the little kid, the human head, weighs 10 pounds, glasses kid from Jerry Maguire? He was in a vampire movie.
Yeah.
What was that one?
He's like friends with the vampire.
Yeah, something.
Horrible, I'm sure.
Teenage vampire or something. I used to love that shit.
Yeah, I remember that. That kid, that's funny. I was a kid. That was a funny way to describe that kid.
It's hard to do Halloween movies good. Is there a new one which surprisingly was good that I liked, Hoobie Halloween on Netflix.
Oh, see,
I'm going to watch that this year again.
Maybe I'll try to watch it. It's so tough. Shane Gillis talks about how he loves that movie, so like...
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe I'll get in on it.
No, dude, I watched it with fully thinking this is going to be dog
well,
shit.
dude, I can't get past that fucking voice he does. It instantly... I'm not even going to try to do it.
Well, yeah, it's similar to what was one of the older
movies? You be all the like it's like the Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, he be all Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, but his mom in that movie has some funny ass lines.
Bobby Boucher?
No, in the Hoobie Halloween.
Yeah, man,
Check it out. It's a good throwback. There's some actual funny parts in there.
Sandler did everything so right. Sandler is one of those guys that like if life is a game, he won.
Yeah.
Like, and there can be multiple winners in this game of life, but he's he's in the winner's circle already. Like, because like at this point, if there were some skeletons to be surfaced, I feel like they would. I feel like nobody's safe in this era.
Right.
And if anything were to come out, it would break my heart because he's such a kind figure. Like, there's no police issues, nothing with Adam Sandler, and the fact that he like started as a stand-up, got into acting, and brought the squad along, dude.
Right.
Like,
and he didn't try to lean, even with movies, he didn't try to lean into trying to be hot guy or something.
No.
He knows it. He's still wearing the basketball shorts with the oversized T-shirts.
And I'm pretty sure he got a sweet deal with Netflix. Like they said, they bought him out for like 10 movies, but he gets to do them his way. So
yeah.
That's why you're getting crazy things like Uncut Gems, and then the movie to come after that was Hubie Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like the murder mystery
I don't
one.
think Uncut Gems was Netflix. That came out like in theaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Netflix. I think you're wrong.
I think he just acted in that. I don't think he had anything to do with making that
I think you're
movie.
wrong.
Well, I'm not wrong, but that's okay.
We'll see.
It's a Safdie Brothers movie, A24.
We'll
but
see.
We can do what we do.
We'll just see about that. But I
Did you see that one?
What? Uncut Gems? Yeah, I watched it on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah.
When
it came out on Netflix.
No.
But Murder Mystery was an okay one. Eric Griffin's.
No, I didn't watch that.
Eric Griffin's in it. And
he just dropped in. Adam Sandler was at the Comedy Store a few nights ago. He dropped in at the Belly Room.
He did a set?
Yeah, to some show that was like up and coming comedians in the Belly Room. Some small show, $10, and Adam Sandler pops in.
Adam Sandler.
His Netflix special is pretty good. Have you seen it?
No, when did it come out?
It's from like 3 or 4 years ago, like COVID times around, or maybe a year before. It's called 100% Fresh. playing on the fact that all of his movies on Rotten Tomatoes get dog shit scores, and he always gets like 8%. So he just called his special 100% fresh.
That's funny.
But it's like he does a bunch of songs and stuff on there, and he recorded all of his sets as he went on tour and like combined it into one special. So like every few bits or whatever, it's always hopping around to like now he's in LA, now he's
I'll have to check it out.
So it's very different than other.
It's good though.
But yeah, he does funny ass songs and stuff. There's some funny ass bits in there.
Damn.
I haven't watched it since it came out, but when it came out, I watched it like twice because I thought it was really funny. There's some funny ass songs in there.
Another slept on movie from Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights.
Dude, I haven't seen that
It's
one.
fantastic. I watched it again wait for Christmas season, but it's a perfect Christmas season movie.
Hey, Hanukkah, let's show some respect. It's Hanukkah season.
Yeah, well, but the Hanukkah season changes, so it's like you can't even. I need
You need fixed dates.
I need to know when it is. Sometimes Hanukkah will take place in the new year, I think.
Right. But yeah, I do like the idea of, because that's rated R or something, right?
Yeah, it is.
And it's an animated movie?
It's an animated picture.
Yeah. Well, Halloween movies, was there anything else we missed on there?
I don't know. I mean, like the Friday the 13th and all that, the Halloween movie, the Halloween.
Oh, yeah, you got horror movies.
I haven't really
Dude,
seen
I don't
any
like
of
any of that shit. Do you watch horror? I mean, you love all that stuff.
Yeah, but I haven't really seen like any horror movies recently, and they're okay, like some scary ones. I like the movies that feel like they could happen that are really scary.
Did you watch Hereditary?
Yeah.
I've heard that's scary as shit.
Hereditary.
I won't watch it.
It's gnarly. Hereditary is a gnarly one. That's A24.
Right.
Since you're apparently...
Yeah, A24 gets a little too artsy for me, and just like movies where it's like, hey, we're smart. This has deep meaning, but you don't know what it means. But tell people you like this so you seem smart.
I've been watching a lot of Wes Anderson, dude. I like Wes Anderson.
Yeah, he's got some good ones.
Yeah, man. Isle of Dogs, Grand Budapest. Good films. Good features.
Did you ever see the what's that one called? The one with
Moon Tower Kingdom?
No, it was like his first big movie. Moonrise Kingdom, that one's good.
What did I say? Moon Tower Kingdom?
Yeah.
Party at the Moon Tower.
That one might be my favorite one. But
that one's so good.
Yeah. No,
Fantastic
it's called
Mr. Fox.
No. It's with Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson,
Along Came Polly.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Ben Stiller. Wedding Crashers.
No, it's not as talked about, but I think it was his first movie. It's The Royal Tenenbaums.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Dude, you got to watch that one.
Is it good?
It's good. And especially for Ben Stiller's character is so funny. He's like this, I don't know, they're all rich dudes, and Ben Stiller, he wears these track outfits and has these 2 kids who wear the same identical track outfits as him.
It's funny.
And he like treats it like he's running a military and wakes them up with air horns and shit, and is always making them do push-ups and pull-ups. It's pretty funny. You got to check it out.
Yeah, he does everything weird, everything like wide angle, and like sets up the frames perfectly.
Did you see? When's the last time you've been to the movies?
Dude, brother, I went to a drive-in to see E.T. That's like the last time in a long.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! I saw Sad Boy Batman this year.
Oh okay.
Or maybe early or late last year.
Right. Is E.T. holding up? That's Halloween.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, E.T.'s a good Halloween.
That's a good Halloween
E.T.'s
one.
a great movie.
Yeah. Kind of crazy that it like, because just looking at it objectively, like the alien.
Too, by the way.
Oh really?
Yeah. Looks like it.
The alien looks a little wonky, right? But we buy into it for some reason. We get into it and we're like, oh yeah.
What do you mean? Well, but it's a movie. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. No, I'm saying it's cool that it's like held up and that.
Yeah, I
mean, there's corny parts of it, but a movie could be corny and still be good, I guess.
Dude, I heard
or them riding the bikes, like.
I don't know how true this is, but somebody said that M&M's wouldn't let them feature their candy in the movie, so they went with Reese's Pieces,
right.
And Reese's Pieces like took off and sold like broke records on the market that year. I don't know how true that is, but I would buy it.
Reese's Pieces are underrated, dude. I love a good Reese's Piece.
That's a good movie theater candy. I like the snow caps. People tend to not agree with me.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's like the little chocolate morsels with the tiny white dots on them.
Chocolate morsel, white dots. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they've
I don't think I've had a Snow Cap. Is that a Nestle product?
Yeah, Matty, I think it is a Nestle product. You more of a Wonka guy?
Yeah. I think Wonka is owned by Nestle, actually.
Is it?
I don't know. Who the fuck knows? I mean, when do you... are we too old for candy?
That's what
I
I was
don't be
thinking.
having candy all the time.
Like, are you expecting trick-or-treaters? Are you preparing?
I don't know. I think we might have been... I think I was at a concert last Halloween. But I'm sure there's a few. I don't know, dude. Kids don't go outside or seem to go outside anymore. I think maybe they download the Trick or Treat app.
yeah. Eat virtual candy.
Yeah, I think maybe they're going into the metaverse.
Because like our kids, like during like Valentine's Day, our kids doing the Be Mine candies, like the little heart morsels. Are they writing Valentine's cards?
I think it's time's up for that.
Yeah.
Hashtag me too.
Is it that got me too'd out of there?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think that's what you write on the little hearts now. Hashtag me too.
So
time's up.
So what do they do on Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day is dicey. I don't know how much longer it can be around. Because it just seems...
Instead of Be Mine, it just says leave all women.
Yeah. I think it's not inclusive towards people who are single. You always feel like shit when you don't have a Valentine on Valentine's Day. You remember those days?
I don't think I once had a Valentine.
Oh, really?
Remember one time I went on a Valentine's dinner with my mom, and I didn't realize it was Valentine's Day, and she was like, "You're always my Valentine, Matthew." And I'm like, "The fuck is going on?" I felt weird about it.
Yeah, that's tough.
I didn't like it. It really made me feel weird.
Yeah.
I felt like a loser.
I mean, that's cool, though, dude. So you think you'll re-up? She'll be your Valentine again this year?
Perhaps. Dude, I went to a nice Italian restaurant.
We talking Buca di Beppo? We talking Olive
No,
Garden?
dude, it was called Asti, dude. It's in Hyde Park.
Okay.
Right here in the heart of Austin, Texas. And we was hook 'em horns. And, dude, I got to tell you, a nice bowl of just pasta, like, with just the basics, like nice Italian, like, homemade pasta with just butter and salt and garlic and a little crushed tom, dude. Ooh. And they serve this bread. Oh, man, Italian food is good. And you drink a little wine with that shit.
Best food in the world, dude.
I think so. I'm starting to realize. I don't think up until that moment, I don't think I've ever actually had real pasta. It's always been out of a box.
Right.
And I've always, like, fucked it up.
Yeah.
You know, and this is, like, real. Now, they made their spaghetti a little, like, thick and round. I think I like it a little flat. I want, like, some angel hair pasta.
Angel hair. I've heard angel hair is not good for the pooper.
Are you a rigatoni guy?
Rigatoni might be my number one.
Linguine?
I'll go rigatoni. If I'm feeling fancy, I'll go a little ravioli.
You'll go rav.
I mean, even over ravioli, I might stick with the tortellini if that's on the menu.
Tortellini?
But one of my favorites.
What's tortellini?
It's like a ravioli, but it's like a circle kind of, and it's stuffed with cheese or something.
Which one do you like?
I do like the
bow ties.
Gnocchi.
Who?
Gnocchi.
Who?
It's
that sounds Japanese.
Potato pasta. You know gnocchi?
No.
Silent G on the top.
Oh.
Yeah, the gnocchi.
I thought it was ganoush.
Have you ever had those
potato
balls?
Yeah.
I remember when I found out about gnocchi, my head exploded.
I had it from H-E-B, like the one that you just put into the oven, and it's not good.
Nah, you got to get it at a restaurant. Who knows? I mean, that's the thing. Is like you got to get.
You guys should try this Italian spot, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Anthony Bourdain said his favorite dish is just a bowl of pasta, homemade pasta with some bolognese.
But who?
Bolognese.
What is that?
It's just like meat sauce, tomato sauce with some ground meat in.
Oh, my mom makes a good meat sauce.
Meat sauce, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude, that's a staple. Mom's got to know how to make meat sauce, dude.
And nice Sunday sauce.
Ooh, spaghetti and meatballs, dude. There's just something like
I'm making my Sunday sauce. Come on over. Yeah, dude. Being, like in the New England area, there's a lot of Italians, dude. They have like these nice little Italian delis or whatever, and you can just go and get a pan of like lasagna that they made that morning. That's really like it's got heating instructions and stuff. You just put it in the oven, ready to go.
Right. And high floor for like Italian food, like it's hard to fuck it up super bad, you know? Like even if you're giving me out of the box spaghetti and can of spaghetti sauce, it's not going to be ideal, but I know what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. And you also but I like a nice Italian like restaurant where you walk in, order from the counter, and it's like a shop. Like they have like you can get like a can of tomatoes and stuff.
Right.
Like there's like it's like a shop. Like
you remember Italia? And,
yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Dude, on the corner there.
Yeah, if you're trying to, take an off day from Hungry Ninja,
yeah,
you just slide over to Italia.
dude, the Ninja.
Dude, the meatball subs at Italia you ever had?
No,
Dude, when I go home, I always get myself a meatball sub from Italia. Nice, dude.
I'm just fearful of like whenever I go home that you go to a place that you loved and they change something.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, what the hell?
Right.
It's like almost hard, but it's like hard to handle.
Yeah.
It's tough.
How do you feel about? Do you get in your head about running into people when you go home and like,
I don't get in my head about it, but like,
dude, that's like.
Let me tell you something, dude. Let me tell you an instance that happened yesterday. So like, me and the lady were at a
pumpkin patch.
No, after that we went to Wimberley and we were at a nice like bar and grill place that's on this creek, and we got a nice table like this with lawn chairs.
We went there too.
On the creek. You went to that place?
Yeah, it's called
something Creek.
It's called. The name starts with a C. It's called like Catch or.
Yeah. Anyway, we're sitting there on the creek. We have a nice seat. We're on it. There's 2 chairs in front of us, but they're not taken. And they're at the table, so we're just sitting there having a grand old time. These 2 old ladies come up to me and they say, "Are you using these chairs?" And I say, "No." If someone asks you that, what do you think they're asking?
They want the chairs to bring to their table?
Yes. When I said that's what I would think as well, it's what I thought. I said yes. They fucking sat down. They sat down, which blew me away, because like this isn't like like we're at like a restaurant here. We had food on the table, drinks. They sit down, and then they start talking to my girlfriend, and they're like going back and forth, like just talking. And after every question, they just fire up a follow-up question, and I'm like, they're sitting at this point. One of them is sitting in between the music, so I can't even see the music anymore. And I was just like listening to it. So what I decided to do is I just look up. This is exactly what I did. I just sat there and just looked up and like made it clear that I was like not interested in this. Like hopefully they could read it and stop. And then they just kept going, and out of nowhere I hear, "All right, Mr. Talkative, what do you do?" Wow. And I was like, I came off as such an asshole. I know I did, because I was like so like inside so angry. Because it's like if you think someone doesn't want to talk to you, that's what you do. Like, I'm a stranger. Like, what do you do? I was like, I'm a college student. That's what I said. And then it just ended. And then, like, shortly after that, my girlfriend's like, "So are you ready to go?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, knew I was pissed. And, like, I was an asshole. But, like, wouldn't you have acted like that? Like, wouldn't that have pissed you off?
Yeah.
That drove me through up a fucking wall.
Don't sit at my table. And if you're going to sit at my table, don't be old ladies.
Oh, my God. Yes. Be interesting. Be something cool.
Right. No. Yeah. Don't do that. I think you should have just put your hands in your pants or started.
And what made me even more mad was like my girlfriend was being such a sweetheart about it. And like she was being so nice and like.
To you or them?
To them. Like as the way you should be. She was doing everything like properly. Yeah. And I was just like, oh.
Well, that'd be my only advice to you is like, you let them win in a sense.
No, I don't. They win by me talking to them and like giving them they want like an hour. They're there on vacation. They're like, "Oh, we met the nicest couple." Like they want that. Me talking to them is letting them win. Is how I saw it. I was like, "No, you guys aren't gonna have this. You're not gonna steal this moment."
Yeah. No, I don't think you let them win, but I think you let yourself lose by getting so frustrated by it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you should have.
I get frustrated. I'm Larry David and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I'm trying to think what you could have done though, because you didn't want to leave yet, right? You just wanted them to go away.
Well, I mean, we were kind of getting ready to leave, so
maybe you could have farted.
Maybe I
ripped ass.
I just didn't have one at the ready.
But it is a bold move on their take to try and say, "Oh, Mr. Talkative, what's your story?"
Yeah,
like, you don't know if you're fucking crazy. Like They don't know who you are.
I should have said, "Well, this is my first day out of prison from rape and murder, and I'm trying to get my girlfriend back, and you guys are ruining it." I should have said something like that.
Or you should have just like started crying.
Yeah,
like a 5-year-old.
I don't know why those kind of actions appall me. Like, I'm not against social interaction or any of that stuff, but like,
oh, I am.
I'm getting there. I gotta be honest. I'm getting there, dude. It's just like I don't like. There's no reason. The type of person that walks around with that oblivious smile that just wants to talk to everybody. Why do you? Or the person that's like when you're in my group and we're walking together and you have to talk to everybody or acknowledge everything. It's like fucking why?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was imagining us at the pumpkin patch yesterday. Maybe we all just don't say anything. We can just kind of walk around
That
for a
probably
minute.
would have been the case. I mean, wasn't no. I liked it. I mean, her and I ended up having a great day.
Yeah.
Overall, it was everything about that was just like the thing with me is like, and she's realizing this. There's always going to be little tiny hiccups along the way because small things just like we went to the outlets, dude, and I couldn't handle all the people and how idiotic people walk through a parking lot.
Yeah.
In droves. Like when you're like pulling into a spot, like reversing into a spot, they just press you, dude. You know what I'm talking about? They'll just keep walking and like they'll be right up on you. It's like, walk around or stay put for a second, dude.
Yeah,
Let me
dude.
do this. And then because everyone has the I'm a pedestrian mentality. You can't do anything. Well, like tell that to the morgue.
Right.
All right, when they're examining how many different areas your pelvis shattered by bouncing off of my bumper.
Yeah.
You know, like
people need to get hit once in a while, dude.
Dude, you should get one freebie in life. You should get one free death.
I mean,
justifiable.
The people that walk around like that, you know that like they've had it pretty easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've never been into a sticky situation.
They've never been in real harm. I know what you're talking about. The type of person. Like, I mean, and I take it even further because I'm a psycho.
Right.
But I'll sit, like, at a coffee shop and see a guy with his back to the door and, like, he has, like, his laptop and his, like, everything on one table. He's, like, on the phone, like, completely oblivious. He's got the little stool next to him. He's, like, all of his belongings sitting there. And it's like, dude, I could rob you.
You want to test him.
Fucking blind.
It'll help him out. You want to go
just
up
to teach
and
you a lesson. Yeah.
Just smack him in the face or something.
There's folklore of a kid who was like 2 years older than me in high school, who stole an Apple laptop from Best Buy, felt bad and returned it the next day and gave them tips on loss prevention, and they didn't press charges.
That's hilarious. I feel like you'd be a good candidate. I don't know if people actually ever do this, but like you go up to parents and say like, "Hey, can I kidnap your kids?"
Oh yeah, that's like a thing.
They don't do that, do they?
I think maybe at one point. You think I'd? Oh, all right. This is insane. It's crazy that you're saying this, dude. And I don't think I've ever talked about this. When I was a young sailor in the Navy, my first year, maybe second year in San Antonio, my leading petty officer, so like my boss, his kid was turning 16. And just to paint a picture, this is an African-American man. I don't know if this is a cultural thing or what.
I don't see color.
But he was like, well, I'm telling you, so I don't know if you hear color. But his kid was turning 16, and he's like, I want to scare him into being a man or some crazy shit like that. So he got me and a couple other people at school with him, snuck into his own house. Like, me and him went in, the other dudes were in the car, snuck into his house. He, like, grabbed his son, blindfolded him. His son, like, for sure thought he was, like, being, like, kidnapped. Like, he was like, no, help. Like, didn't know what was going on. Like, he was like, I'll kill your fucking family. Like, made me say it because he didn't know, like, his voice. Like, I'm sorry. I'm, like, struggling to tell the story because I can't fucking believe we did this shit. Took the kid out, brought him to a barn, and, like, we're like asking him questions about being a man, like while he was like blindfolded.
Was he crying?
A little bit. I think like pretty quickly on, the kid realized like what was going on.
Oh yeah, his dad had fucked with him before.
You got to realize he lives with this guy. But then afterwards, like he was like, "What lessons did you learn?" He's like, "I need to be a man." Shit like that. And then we took him back. We took him back to the house, and he had to like pitch a tent in the backyard and sleep there for that. This is a real story.
Oh my god!
Isn't that
Did you
insane?
feel bad about it at all? Did you like?
I just like, all right, so this guy's a super Christian guy. So, like, I knew, like, nothing, like if anything, there's so many of us, like, if this is weird and we don't know, like, this is going to get shut down. Like, I don't, nothing weird happened. We were just trying to scare the kid straight. I guess he was being, like, a little punk in school or whatnot. I didn't think anything weird, nothing weird ensued, but, like, the whole situation, I wouldn't do that, I don't think, to my child.
You don't think it was effective?
I don't know. I don't know how the kid's living now. I don't tell.
Maybe he was too old for it. Maybe you got to do it a little younger.
I was like 20 or 21 when I did this to that kid.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he was 16. I think he had already been shaped to who he is. I'm talking about maybe an 8-year-old or something. That really fucked their world up.
Yeah, that would keep
you on your toes.
I remember one time I was playing handball on a neighbor's court, and like a dude drove up and said something like, "Hey, can you guys tell me? Can you guys come here and give me directions for something? And like all the other kids, like we're supposed to run inside. Like they ran inside, and I kept getting closer to the car. I was like, what? Like I couldn't hear what he was saying. I was like, what are you saying, mister? And I was like getting closer and closer, and then like I think it was my brother or something. They're like, no, dude, get inside. And then once I realized what was going, like I think he said, I'm just messing with you guys. Yeah, he said something along the lines, but like you should really be safe. I don't know. It was a weird situation. It fucked me for like a week. I was like talking to my mom about it. Like I thought I was gonna get abducted.
Yeah, you would always see those signs in neighborhoods that say like
Neighborhood watch.
Neighborhood watch.
Yeah, who was on that committee?
And it'd have this like logo of a guy with
like a
like
spy,
a spy.
Like an English spy.
Yeah, with like a trench coat and a top hat, and it made everything seem creepier.
Yeah.
Scarier.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what's better, to scare the shit out of your kids so they're on their toes and know what's out there, or do you want to protect your kid from real shit? I don't know.
BJJ, dude. You just get them right into BJJ.
That's true. Self-defense would help. I wish I could beat someone up.
Yeah.
I wish I had been taught that. That should be a class.
It should be a class. I mean, they tried that. Like, no, you're not my dad. Get back. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's like they like taught us these little like. I remember they were teaching us a move to get adults away from us, where you grab their head and just jam it into your knee. And it's like, dude, who do you think's abducting me? Fucking.
Right.
Come on, you don't have an example to throw on? It was struggling.
Oh,
Pauly Shore, Charlie
Oprah.
Day. Who am I getting?
Yeah, who would be somebody who's
I don't know.
who's bad at abducting?
Move along. You'd be a pretty.
Scooby-Doo?
You'd be a pretty shitty abductor.
Yeah.
One swift kick to the nuts. I mean, that's taking anybody down to your defense.
There was always a rhythm to the videos too. It was like, and punch, and punch. Like, it's like real life is not happening like that. On 3, kick him in the nuts.
Just a jazzercise brawl.
Yeah, like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Very choreographed.
Right. But
where are we at even?
I think we're looking at almost an hour. Coming up on an hour.
All right, cool.
I had this one thought I wanted to throw out to you. I was thinking about like a plumber's crack is embarrassing, right?
Mm-hmm. Not the best.
But then I was thinking about, like, it's a common trend now for girls to have like a low back to their dress, almost where it's like showing the like butt crack. And I was like, is a butt crack, can a girl have a plumber's crack, or is that embarrassing, or it's hot because guys like girls' butts?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna revert to the answer I give anytime a question of this facet comes my way. I'm not the guy for fashion. I don't know what's hot in the streets. Yeah. I don't know what's attractive. Yoga pants seem to do it for me. I think that are they going away? Are the Lululemons out?
No, they're in.
They're in.
They're sewing. Because
that seems to work. I mean, borderline inappropriate at the gym.
Right.
You got heavy weight on your back. That's the last thing you need walking by you.
Mm-hmm.
But and also it's a little. I don't like that it's not multi-gender.
Lululemons.
I would like a yoga pants. They look so comfy.
I know, but the problem is you got a dingling.
You just got to space it out in the middle. Just give me
a little
room,
pocket,
little room to breathe.
A little kangaroo
Maybe
pouch.
make it like a mesh, like with holes in it in that area, so it can just breathe real nicely.
Yeah.
And go no undie.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen guys where they wear the sweats no undies sometimes, and they like, where it's like, you've seen guys where it's like, dude, this is aggressive.
Yeah.
Like what you're doing right now, you're aware of it.
Yeah.
And this is
threatening. It was an artistic decision.
Right.
Yeah.
But some guys are into that. They want the outline of their cock to be showing.
Dude, not this one particularly.
No, dude.
So,
no.
Yeah. But I do think it's time for us to wrap it up. If you got any.
Oh yeah, we got to get out of here.
Any inputs?
No, I think that's all I got.
All right.
All right, bro. Captain's dogs.
Woof woof.
Ow.